Do you know how Tatay proposed to Nanay?
I think Tatay proposed to my grandmother and grandfather
Oh, he asked them for permission?
because Nanay wouldn't talk to her. Nanay knows that he's in love with her and didn't want to get married. She was young. She was only 16 years old when he proposed to. She really didn't want to get married, but my grandmother and grandfather already said, "Oh, okay, you marry this guy because he can afford." Because my father was a businessman already.
He already owned all the fish markets?
Now he's the president of the fish market. He's the president of the labor union at the fish market.
And he fell in love with grandma, great grandma.
And he was ready to marry her. He was in love, stricken. But in the Philippines, if you're 16, you're not in charge of your life yet because you're not experienced. So they will pick the husband for you because they know.
Was that something that you were scared of growing up? Or was that something that they got rid of when you were older?
No, they never got rid of it because that was their belief.
So Grandma Gavina is Nanay's mom, and he asked them.
Yeah.
How many siblings did you have?
I have 7 siblings.
And you, out of all of them, you're the second oldest?
I'm the second oldest, yeah.
What, do you remember their full names? From oldest to youngest?
Yeah. I only have one sister. I had 2 sisters, but one died when she was 2 years old. She died of flu. I think she had flu, but my mother was not around, only my grandma.
I remember you telling me that was the saddest time of your life.
That was the saddest time of my life.
What was her name?
Her name is Maria Nita.
Oh. It's so sad.
So that she was my, like playmate. My sister, older sister, didn't wanna play with me. So I was too young. She said she likes men better. She didn't think I was a good company for her.
But then you grew so close to your younger brothers, right? Which is good.
But I had younger brothers, so I stuck with them, play with them, and they follow me around too. They like to be with me.
And what did you guys like to do most when you were kids? What was your funnest pastime?
Swimming, because we live in the ocean. On the ocean, we live in a stilt house. And early in the morning, when around vacation time, we're already in the water swimming. Did you take this, Ben?
No, I didn't
Did you
take
take
that.
it? Oh, okay. I'll just put it here. 'Cause I'm taking it.
Did you ever see a shark when you were a kid? Because you never really hear about Filipinos getting bit by sharks.
No, because our water is so clear. When we go boating, we could see the shark under the water. So we're scared of shark because they do bite. We know they bite. So we didn't go in the water when there's a shark.
It's really neat how you were raised on the ocean and you have such a deep connection to it. I remember you saying that you would hold on to a turtle shell and they would dive deep and you guys would hold on until you couldn't, stand the
Breath
pressure
anymore.
or breathe anymore.
That's how we learn not to stay with them the whole time, because when they dive to the deep, you're taken to the deep. It scared me because I couldn't breathe in the deep. They could.
So you used to spend your, on the summertime, you used to go to your relatives' houses, right? Or your grandma's?
Yeah, we walk around because it's just, we walk around the seashore to visit. The only time we go and visit is when we're invited for fiesta. Until I got older, I loved to dance. They invite us to dance because they don't have very much like ladies to dance with their guests. So we're all invited, free food, everything is free. And even the boat, they howl us. I love dancing.
Oh.
And then it's nice because they keep you company and they feed you and you have a nice, they make a nice bed for you.
That is so cool.
And they take care of you also.
And you don't even have to worry about them being creeps, huh?
No.
That's what you have to worry about nowadays,
I know. There were no creeps.
So, one story that I really love is how you, the story of how you were so determined to pursue your education. Do you want talk more about that?
Yeah, that was one of the most important thing in my life, when I was young.
If I'm not mistaken, so you wanted to go to college in Manila, right? Which is
Cebu.
Cebu, which is super far away from.
It's not. It wasn't. Manila was far away from.
Manila's
so
far.
I didn't go
Did
too far away from home.
did Nanay and Tatay approve of you going to college?
Yeah, that I always want his kids to be a college graduate. And that was his pride.
Didn't you take
And
money
Nanay.
from your sister to catch the airplane to go to school or something like
Excuse
that?
me. Yeah, she was working for the government, Philippine government, and she had money. And I saw her where she put her money in her dress, with a secret pocket. So when it was time for me to go, I had like some guys that interested in me, and that they weren't, respecting them. They came to visit me at night. They usually come and serenade me. And they didn't appreciate those kind of thing. They didn't like to see that I was kind of jealous. There's like a jealous father. There's two types of father: a jealous father, and he didn't trust young guys. And so when it's time for them to leave, he couldn't, because he couldn't say anything. He's embarrassed to tell them to go home. It's bedtime. Everybody's gotta go to bed. He just throw we have like bed mats. He just threw a bed mat on the floor to let the guy know it's bedtime. And I'm embarrassed of that.
So, when you went to college, what was your major?
My major was home economics. I was good in cooking. I know myself, I was good in cooking and clean. I love to clean the house. But
Mally, go ahead.
I had to go to the university first before around vacation time to check it out if I can get a free tuition. So I applied for a free tuition and got scholarship. I wanted to get a scholarship, so I can stay in college for a long, like at least 4 years. Scholarship is 4 years, at least 4 years without any problem of quitting. So my sister was graduating that time. I went to attend her graduation and got a scholarship when I came home. I told Nanay and Tatay about it. I said, I'm going to college. I'm going back to Cebu and go to school. And I told them I applied for
See you.
scholarship. That I was understanding. That I knows that it's a good thing to have because he doesn't have to spend so much. The only thing is the one reason why I wanted to have a scholarship is so that they don't have to worry about sending money to me to Cebu because I'm on my own. That was part of my independence. I was always, that was part of my, dream to be independent. So they can't tell me what to do, and they can't just marry me off with any man they like. I wanted to marry a guy that, I fell for, not just not just money or because they have money, and I wanted to marry a guy that I fall in love with, not what they fall in love with.
Did you get a scholarship?
I got a 4-year scholarship.
How did you get it?
I was a choir member. Every year, the university have a choir, and as long as you go to practice every Saturday and you kind of like represent the school. You can stay as a scholar.
Did you sing all kinds of songs, or was it
I
religious, or?
I sing all kinds of songs, yeah, religious and the old classic songs.
And you guys are on TV too, right?
And we're on TV every Sunday. We're on practice every Saturday and TV on Sunday.
Were you and the other choir members close? Like,
Yeah.
did you guys go out for dinner and stuff like that? Or have parties?
Yeah,
Or?
when the guys want to take one out, everybody goes. But not very many guys would invite us because it costs them a lot of money. And they're not rich by any means. They have jobs. They're the only ones that can afford. If they don't have job, they can't take us out.
Do you still have any friends from college?
No, they're all they're all they're mostly live in the island, not in the city.
Oh.
So they go home, and then when they go home, when they finish college, they have to work to send their siblings to college too. That's what my father told me. You got, brothers, and you're gonna send them to college, because by that time I'll be old then, and I won't be able to work hard to make money, to make good money. So I didn't like the idea of me going spinster, because I have to wait till all my brothers are finished. I have 3 brothers. I was scared that I won't have a life for myself.
So you're fiercely independent, but you also felt the responsibility of caring for your family.
Oh yeah,
That must have been must have been hard balancing all of that
it was.
internally and externally. But you've helped so many people in your lifetime and have always been that way and supported the family and petitioned family to live in the U.S. and have a better life and start families, and you help put people through college and eye surgery because they're gonna go blind, and yeah, I think that's so beautiful.
The only thing I regretted for coming to the States is I wasn't able to help my grandparents.
Oh,
They wanted for me to teach in Libwak when I finished college. But I didn't want to teach in the barrio, because your opportunity of getting married is very dark. You married a village person, because that's all they have in the village. And I never want to marry a village guy. I wanted to marry a professional guy to be able to afford bringing up a family, because I wanted a big family. But I wish now I stayed in the village, because I missed my relatives. I missed my grandparents, and I was gonna take care of them. Um, but I'm glad I did follow my dream because I had wonderful kids. I took care of my kids, and that was part of my dream to enjoy taking care of them. Because I only had 4 kids, and 4 kids is not enough. But thank God I have grandchildren, and I help my kids raise their children too. And that was like, for me, that was having too many kids already.
Yeah, we are so blessed that we got to grow up with you taking care of us.
I always ask my kids to send your kids to Hawaii, and so we can have fun at the beach. So they send them every vacation time. You guys spend vacation with us. That was just like looking after more kids, and I just love that.
Oh yeah, we are so blessed. That was the best times.
You were lucky kids, yeah. You were lucky kids. Some of the grandparents, they try to stay away from looking after their grandchildren, or they're afraid that their kids will get married, before it's time for them to. And now, some of our friends don't have grandchildren still, because the kids didn't want to marry early because they discouraged them to marry early. They married when they were older, and they don't know what makes them happy before. The grandchildren made us happy, kept us from being bored after, our kids started having their life of their own. I was so glad, every one of our grandchildren would take care of them just like our own kids. Grandpa just loved, you guys.
They say your grandchildren are your gifts for being parents.
Oh, yeah. I believe that. Yeah, you guys were a gift for us. And
I remember learning how to swim because you would go in the ocean and I would just have separation anxiety. Like, Grandma, no! And I'd just jump in the ocean and follow you and you'd be like, go back to the beach, I never had swimming lessons. I just had grandma separation anxiety.
well, I was the same way, and I never took any swimming lessons. It was just on my own. So I love the ocean so much. I learned because I wanted to be in the ocean, float in the ocean. I had to learn. the kids, we never send them to any swimming lesson.
They just learned that
They
themselves
just
too young.
learn it from us. Your grandpa was a good swimmer because he was in the military. He learned so much of those things.
How was it being married to an officer in the military?
He was not really an officer.
Or when he was, chief, master chief.
It was fun at the party. But the pay is not more. It was just making a little bit more for being like a master chief. But it's good enough for us, able to have a home, a house, because we have BEQ. They give us BEQ so we can pay for our house. We won't get in trouble not paying the house.